I tell you guys this every year. Betting the preseason is rarely about stats. It's also less about coaching wins and losses, as many people want you to believe. That's just a fact. It's more about nuance, how you interpret information, dig it into the weeds, figure out what's important, what isn't. And quarterbacks. A lot of this is about quarterbacks, but not just who's going to play, but trying to gauge how long they're going to play for. Yeah, there's coaching quirks. We know that, right? Like Andy Reid saying his whole team of starters is going to play the first half and they play one drive because they scored. That stuff can all be super valuable. But ultimately, it's about being able to find those small edges within each game and adding all of them up and stacking them across 3 weeks. So we certainly won't always be right. And you know what? Sometimes even when we are right, the bet might still lose. But we're going to keep rolling with what we've been doing over the past 3 seasons because it's worked. So let's get into it. Hey, Dave Loughren here. Give your boy a follow over on Twitter if you're looking for more preseason and, of course, into the regular season information at Loughy_D. You can hit it right there. Come say hi. Let's talk Hall of Fame game. It's the Lions. It's the Chargers kicking off, let's not say the season in earnest, but kicking off what we know to be the start of the season, because if you're watching this, you love betting the preseason as much as I do, and we know how profitable it can be. Also, all of my picks for free will be posted over at OddsShopper on the free picks page over at Tails. So anytime you want to check that out, go for it. Links in the description. Every time I have a pick for any preseason game, even if there's not a video, I'm going to post them right there. So click that link, bookmark it, whatever you need to do, and just search me by name, Loughy, Loughy. All right, so here we go. It's kind of a fun game because Trey Lance is going to get the start for the Chargers, and he's expected to play into the third quarter before being replaced by rookie. Here's a fun one. DJ Uiagalelei. It's like ukulele, really, but it's Uiagalelei, who was actually drafted by the Dodgers in 2023, but now he's playing football. Look, Lance literally had 50 more dropbacks than any other quarterback last year in the preseason. Not any other Cowboys quarterback, any other quarterback that stepped on the field in the preseason. And he was, how do we say, uninspiring. Look, I love the rushing upside. I think it can help a ton in games like this, but his entire preseason was marred by a 5 interception performance in the finale against the Chargers. I don't think he's the worst option here, though, for a couple of reasons, a few reasons. So let's talk about it. First, and if you guys know anything about these videos, I'm going to walk you through this. If you're like, just give me the picks, go to the end, fine. But if you watch these, you'll be able to make these picks on your own by the end of the season. In the next season, you may not even need to watch these videos. It's all about understanding how to actually digest info in the preseason. The rushing upside helps. That's number one, right? Especially against a slew of backup players. Second, Trey Lance is actually going to have solid weapons on the field with him for at least part of this game, right? You got exciting young rookies. Amarian Hampton, Trey Harris. That's sick. Here's the biggest thing, though. If there was ever an offensive coordinator who could bring him back to life, right, as a reclamation project, easy for me to say, and fix Trey Lance, it's Greg Roman. I mean, look at what he was able to do with mobile quarterbacks like Colin Kaepernick, Lamar Jackson, Tyrod Taylor, jump-starting some of these careers. We can't overlook this fact when you're analyzing a game like this and there isn't a whole lot to go off of, especially considering Roman's run-heavy scheme, right, can take a ton of pressure off Lance. This guy was forced to throw almost 40 times per game in the preseason last year. Now, for the Lions, it's going to be Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen, kind of a little quarterback competition here for the backup. I found this quote really interesting from Dan Campbell about the quarterback situation going into the Hall of Fame game. Listen up to this. I promise it's important. By the way, if you like this video and you think it helps you and you want to see more of it throughout the preseason, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. It's free. Here's what he said, and I quote, "Make the right decisions. Don't try to do anything flashy. Don't try to make plays. Do what you're asked to do, and wherever the defense dictate the ball should go, that's where it should go, and let those guys make a play." Then he said, if it's supposed to go down to the back, put it to the back. He's got to make a play. We'll see what happens. Even if it means we've got to punt, that's okay. Just do what you're asked to do. Run the offense. Stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. Run and make sure the clear communication, that's all I'm looking for. If that's the case, and considering they just had to replace their offensive and defensive coordinators last year after losing Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, this may really be the type of game where they're saying, you know what, let's just work the kinks out and nothing else. And honestly, that quote to me suggests that's what we're looking at here. Hendon Hooker has rushing upside, sure, but it feels like, hey, just make the plays we're asking you to make. Don't run. Don't go rush for 90 yards. Also, Campbell basically said that the Lions' two top draft picks, Tyreek Williams and Tate Ratledge, won't play in the Hall of Fame game, but all the other rookies would. Now, remember, these teams have 4 preseason games while every other team has 3. So in the Hall of Fame game, you can go to the bottom of the bag, the back of the roster without a problem, without even thinking about how you're going to get everybody else work because you got 3 additional games. So, yeah, that's why it's interesting that Jim Harbaugh plans on playing not only their second, but their first-round draft pick from 2025. And at the end of the day, it's a tough one because we have no idea which version of Trey Lance we're going to get. But here's the thing. I'm going to bank on him being better than last preseason. In a Greg Roman offense, run-heavy offense, actually have some weapons on offense, at least early in the game, where he didn't last year at all throughout the entirety of the preseason. Go look at those box scores. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't really think they should be 2-point dogs here. They are 2-point dogs on Bet365. By the way, if you're not on Bet365 yet, link in the description. $5 bet, $200 in bonus bets. We crushed them on their touchdown promos last year every single Thursday night. You guys remember. So if you're not there, collect $200. Start building this bankroll for the regular season. Link in the description. $5 into $200 on Bet365. And you're getting the best line, not just on the spread, but the money line as well. And I think that's where I'm going to go. I look at this game as a total toss-up. So give me plus 115 on the money line. I'm staying away from the total at 32.5, but that's where we're going. Let's go, Trey Lance. Let's go preseason football, and I'll see you back here next week for a full slate of games starting on Thursday. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys back here soon. Bye-bye.